I am Vasanthi, working as an assistant professor at Dr.SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Dear students, today we are going to see about Alfred Lord Tennyson's Ulysses poem. Alfred Lord Tennyson is one of the most well-loved Victorian poets. Tennyson, the fourth of 12 children, showed an early talent for writing. Born on August 6, 1809 in Somersby, Lincolnshire, England at the age of 12, he wrote a 6,000-line epic poem. His father, the Reverend George Tennyson, tutored his sons in classical and modern languages. In the 1820s, however, Tennyson's father began to suffer frequent mental breakdowns that were exacerbated by alcoholism. So, one of Tennyson's brothers had violent quarrels with his father. A second was later confined to an insane asylum, and another became an opium addict. Tennyson escaped home in 1827 to attend Trinity College, Cambridge. In that same year, he and his brother Charles published poems by two brothers. Although the poems in the books were mostly juvenile, they attracted the attention of the Apostles, an undergraduate literary club led by Arthur Henry Hallam. The Apostles provided Tennyson, who was tremendously shy, with much needed friendship and confidence as a poet. Hallam and Tennyson became the best of friends. They toured Europe together in 1830 and again in 1832. Hallam's sudden death in 1833 greatly affected the young poet. The long elegy in memoriam and many of Tennyson's other poems are tributes to Hallam. In 1830, Tennyson published poems, chiefly lyrical, and in 1832 he published a second volume entitled Simply Poems. Some reviewers condemned these books as affected and obscure. Tennyson, stung by the reviews, would not publish another books for 9 years. In 1836, he became engaged to Emily Selwood. When he lost his inheritance on a bad investment in 1840, Selwood's family called off the engagement. In 1842, however, Tennyson's poems in 2 volumes was a tremendous critical and popular success. In 1850, with the publication of In Memoriam, Tennyson became one of the Britain's most popular poets. He was selected as poet laureate in succession to William Wordsworth. In the same year, he married Emily Selwood. They had 2 sons, Hallam and Lionel. Tennyson first began to achieve critical success with the publication of his poems in 1842, a work that included Ulysses, Tithonus, and other famous short lyrics about mythical and philosophical subjects. At the time of publication, England had seen the death of Coleridge, Shelley, Byron, Keats, and indeed all of great romantic poets except Wordsworth. Tennyson thus filled a lacuna in the English literary scene. In 1845, he began receiving a small government pension for his poetry. In 1850, Wordsworth, who had been Britain's poet laureate, died at the age of 80. Upon the publication of In Memoriam, Tennyson was named to succeed him in this honor. With this title, he became the most popular poet in Victorian England. He was celebrated as much as other poets because of his success and the words we choose to write the poems. Most of the poems convey a deep message for the readers. At the age of 41, Tennyson had established himself as the popular poet of Victorian era. The money from his poetry allowed him to purchase a house in the country and to write in relative seclusion. His appearance, a large and bearded man who regularly wore a cloak and a broad brimmed hat, enhanced his notoriety. He read his poetry with a booming voice, a habit later adopted by Dylan Thomas. In 1859, Tennyson published the first poems of Idylls of the Kings, which sold more than 10,000 copies in 1 month. In 1884, he accepted peerage, becoming Alfred Lord Tennyson. Tennyson died on October 6, 1892, and was buried in Westminster Abbey. Thank you.